Messy. That's what this show was. Messy.
Hi, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, crap. We have the review. I'm John Ritland. This is...
The Turbinator.
Look, I understand that building a wrestling company from scratch has got to be difficult. But I'm sorry. If they can't figure some shit out better than this, they're going to have problems. Because they have a small window to get an audience that is bigger than their core audience. Before they turn people off. By doing some stupid bullshit like they did tonight. Now, it wasn't all bad. Don't get me wrong. This is not as bad as a lot of stuff WWE has done.
But tonight's AEW felt very slow in plotting until, what was it, Cody Rhodes match?
The first match, the middle, and the end. And there was a lot of bullshit everywhere else. So, JR, Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Dave Brown, who I believe is a Memphis announcer legend. I apologize if I don't know much about him. Also, the Memphis Legends of Wrestling thing that they were talking about is going to be on AEW Dark.
Yes.
Now, that's a great way to hook people, but you advertised that was going to happen. You couldn't have devoted 10 minutes here instead of, oh, I don't know what you did with the women's match. Because fucking Christ, you just buried your women's division right there. Let's start with the matches.
Yeah.
I mean, at first they did have audio issues, as you point out. It was hard to understand that Dave Brown guy. Once they got those going, he actually has a good announcer's voice. Kenny Omega, Adam Page, or
Hangman. Yeah. The Hangman Adam Page.
Versus
Private Party.
Yes, versus Private Party. Whites versus blacks in Memphis. I made some uncomfortable tweets on Twitter. Shocking. And Omega did the weird cupping massage thing and had dots.
Apparently, the circles around.
Yeah.
Unless he got a really crappy tattoo or a really strange bruise.
Or really strange hickeys. I don't know. I don't judge.
What did you get a freaking hickey from a leech? Come on, dude.
A lamprey. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Well, you're really healing it right there. So,
Healing it.
we get Isaiah Cassidy, the good Cassidy on the roster, screaming a lot.
Yeah.
Screaming like a woman, which was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. Credit to Bobby for this. You got to fight for your right to Private Party. Bravo for that. Quinn just gets in. You all right?
Yeah.
Quinn just gets in and just starts diving on everybody except the ref, thankfully. Otherwise, it would have been a DQ. A few miscommunications between the one elite and non-elite member because Paige isn't a member of the elite.
Non-elite.
Non.
Elite.
So,
anyway.
then One Wing Angel pins Quinn. Right?
Yeah,
Quinn got
I was trying to remember who hit who.
Well, Omega went for the knee, the V-trigger from behind, and then Paige went for the buckshot lariat. They kind of met in the middle on Quinn. And they seemed to have a bit of a miscommunication there, and then the One Wing Angel.
No. Before that, when I think Hangman got hit by Kenny Omega.
Yes, got hit with a knee or something like that. It was a V-trigger or something like that. It's just... I don't know what they're teasing here with this, for Paige to go heel or Omega to go heel. I don't know.
I mean, Omega seems rather remorseless about the misfires.
He does. He does, actually. You know, and Omega, honestly, is a better heel than he is a babyface. Check out his New Japan run for that. You know, where Okada made him. And, okay, so they win. Cool. They beat Private Party. They should have pinned Isaiah Cassidy, because all due respect, he's good. They're a good team. Quinn's the star of that team.
Well, I mean, when is he going over?
How long you been sitting on that?
Just now.
Okay. We then get Pac attacking Michael Nakazawa backstage, so I instantly love this segment.
Yeah, I mean, it's Pac.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and he's attacking a jobber. A guy should be a jobber on the roster. And Aubrey, and I don't know what other referee and what other agent was there.
Yeah.
And then, oh boy, did this show come to a screeching halt. The breaks went...
Yeah, no one was really screeching. But Brandy Rhodes is on the commentary desk, and John immediately shuts down after this.
And here, I had a reason. She was cutting down the commentary team and dragging this shit down.
Yeah, she was.
Brandy Rhodes is a charisma vacuum. I'm going to be as nice as I can here, because I know she's a human being, and I understand it, but as a wrestling character, she's abysmal. She's approaching Sable levels with me. She has that level of charisma. None! If she wasn't married to Cody, she wouldn't be fucking featured here. That's it. That's it. She fucking sucks. I'm sorry. Anyway, Sheeta and Britt Baker were at ringside.
Yeah.
You know, where it's just the perfect place for two talented women like that. Not in the ring, no.
Anyway, Statlander is also talented going up against Riho,
She's
who is also talented.
Unfortunately.
And the champion. That
Yeah.
I forgot.
Here's the thing. Chris Statlander, we talked about, what, 3-4 years experience? I don't care for the alien gimmick thing, but you know what? As far as talent, she's very good. Riho, not believable as a champion, but talented. The problem is holy fuck, this thing just had interference spot after interference spot after interference spot. Brandy, you know, was taking the piss out of the commentary team. You had that Melissa Cruz, I think her name is, the bald one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Awesome Kong. And they kept interfering. And then you had the weird bald guy that Brandy had referenced in a couple of the video packages and stuff like that. And I guess he's some deathmatch guy from Japan, which means I hate him because deathmatch wrestling is bullshit. Jimmy Havoc's great, by the way. But yeah, what did you call him? What do you call him?
Was it Discount Gangrel?
I think that's what you call him. And you know what's sad is actually if you took hair off of Gangrel, he would look like that.
Yeah.
Except Gangrel has talent. Look.
Oh, rough.
This was shit. Riho won after like a lot of interference.
It was a lot of needless spots with no change in outcome. Yeah. Riho is still champion. Brandy couldn't do anything.
Statlander doesn't look any better. I mean, she turned down the whole Nightmare Collective, which is a stupid name, by the way. And
that's a collective of nightmares.
Yeah, Brandy's promos, all of them. They got a lot of work to do with their women's division. If they want to push Riho as a champion, fine. You need to feature her on TV more. Statlander, good athlete. They have a lot of good athletes. Sheeta makes a save. Britt's just sitting there like, no, I'm a dentist. I know that it's shocking, but Britt Baker is actually a dentist. You know, I should have expected that.
You should have. It's like the easiest fucking joke in the world.
Yes, I had to drill for more of these puns. So, bad. This was bad. Yeah. And I felt bad for everybody. Kip Sabian video package. More video packages. Do this stuff. This is how you sell us on who people are.
News alert. John Ritland wants to see more of Kip Sabian's package.
Anyway. Next up, we had Christopher Daniels versus Sammy Guevara.
Yep, we had the Fallen Angel versus the Spanish God.
You know, actually, in context, that actually makes more sense for a matchup.
It actually does now. It was fine. Daniels kept resisting the urge to do the moonsault because he was gun shy. After all that, Sammy Guevara being
no one's spicier than Curry, man.
I just love how you always go back to that with him. I mean, it is kind of funny, actually. But it was a good match.
Yeah.
And then Pentagon shows up on the stage.
To distract Christopher Daniels, and Christopher Daniels goes to launch an attack, and Sammy Guevara's like, nope.
And then Sammy wins. And then, oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot this other horrible thing happened on the show. Remember?
Dark Order.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I actually want you to describe this.
So, Dark Order comes down after Christopher Daniels is lost and tries to lure him into the Dark Order, which doesn't succeed.
And then we get people running down to lay out. We get the rest of SCU and the Young Bucks, including the Balding Buck.
The Dark Order attacks Christopher Daniels after he throws the mask in their face. As he's getting attacked, SCU comes down, Young Bucks come down.
Including the Balding Buck.
Yeah, the mid-30s Bucks.
Well, no, one of them's like 5 years younger. I think it's like Matt Jackson. I think it's really good. Look.
Yeah.
The Dark Order's a shit gimmick. It's a terrible gimmick. Pull the goddamn plug on it. For God's sakes, please. Just please. Pull the plug. You have too many gimmicks. They're the same. You can't do that. Trying to be different is fine. But he summed it up fine. It was shit. It was shit. I don't like the Dark Order. Stop. And then Stu Grayson does the worst thing in the world where he's like, besides B in this gimmick, is, 4-on-1, I'll do this, and then he gets his ass kicked like instantly. It's like,
what were you expecting?
God, what are you trying to take people 4-on-1? You're not Sable. Anyway, so, Cody and Dustin versus Lucha Bros. Referee Aubrey.
Yeah, this was the middle of the show match.
Phoenix thankfully did not kick Aubrey in the face like he did it to Fight.
Yeah, and it was a well-worked enough match.
Yeah.
It was very formulaic, which is kind of weird to say at this point in AEW.
You know what to expect from the Lucha Bros, though, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what to expect from Lucha Bros and Cody.
Yeah, and Dustin.
They face each other so many times, it's routine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dustin especially, you know, you said somebody had pointed out, and it's true. He's wrestled in 5 decades. He started in 89, 88, 89, and it's wrestled this decade now. It was fine. It was good stuff. I don't know why Penta took the pin and not Phoenix. Penta's the bigger breakout single star
I
of
think
the
it's
two.
also because Penta hasn't taken very many pins in comparison to his brother. You don't want a tag team called the Lucha Bros to have a serious weak link.
Okay, so maybe buried up where, like, occasionally the one guy has to take some... Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I get that. And it was fine. It was a fine match.
And they've already lost matches, so you can't say he's going to be on some undefeated streak either. So
Right. Well,
it's
true.
okay.
And then Double A, you know, cuts off Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone's second job is to interview Cody Rhodes after every match, apparently.
Yeah. Double A was charged with battery.
So disappointed. I didn't write that down. Of course, he says, I don't know how MJF got the stroke, and I promised you I didn't laugh.
He left.
I'm laughing now. It just, I'm almost 39 years old, and I'm laughing at this stuff.
Yeah.
What does that say about me?
A lot.
Yes.
Or not much, depending on your perspective.
Depending on that. By the way, in case the snow hits, I might be reviewing SmackDown at home, possibly. We'll see. And just in case life gets in the way. Life gets in the way. So, it's all about MJF, stuff like that. They leave.
Gets in the way.
Lenny Poffo. It's just, you know, hype for the Memphis stuff that we're going to see on
The
Dark.
Macho Man.
I really wish Randy was still here. I really do. I'm not saying Lanny take his place. I just really wish Randy was still here. MJF is a virgin sign in the crowd. That was pretty good stuff.
Yep.
MJF promo, he runs down Cody. Some good stuff, as you would always expect from MJF.
Yep, and then he gets interrupted by none other than former stalker of Undertaker's girlfriend, DDP.
Thanks, Chris. I had forgotten they had done that to him.
You're welcome.
Oh, God. But then he talks about wanting one more match. MJF tweeted during this, I believe, saying...
Yeah, because MJF was sitting there like... Because DDP was talking for a while.
He was.
And MJF was sitting there on his phone like, when will this old fart shut up?
And that was pretty good. That was good. Or it's like, will this old fart ever shut up? Or something like that. But it was really good stuff. And... MJF Nunez, they had this back and forth. Oh, he tries to, like, do something to MJF, but wait, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny come out.
Yep.
Allie in those freaking heels are like 10 inches tall, so credit to her for being able to walk in those goddamn things. And he hits diamond cutters on everybody. Well, the Butcher, the Blade, and not Allie, though that would have been kind of funny. Bunny funny, if you will. And he tries...
That's enough bunny business out of you.
Right, he tries to hit, he tries to hit what? He tries to hit MJF, runs into Wardlow, who apparently is just a wall, and he falls down, and then he gets laid out, and then people run in and this kind of stuff. And okay, cool, whatever. It was fine. We're getting DDP, I believe, DDP and a couple people versus MJF, Wardlow. No, MJF, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny, I think.
Yep.
They put a lot of graphics in our face at once, so forgive me if I don't remember some of that stuff. And then we move on to easily the worst match of the night. It was the worst match of the night. It was...
Yeah, it wasn't.
Well, to me. Okay, you and I differ on this.
I wouldn't say it's the best match of the night, but say that it's the worst really belittles, like, this was a well enough worked match. This shouldn't have been the closing match.
By the way, clarification, it's Lucha Express and Marco Stunt because he doesn't belong in that team. Versus the best friends in Orange Cassidy. JR said AEW WWE, and you take it away, my friend.
What?
You take it away. You watched the match also. What do you think of it?
I thought it was worked well enough. I don't think it was the best match in the world. It wasn't burning any houses down, and it certainly shouldn't have been at the end.
Right. Well, in
terms of, like, the main event.
Right.
But, you know, it was good. Orange Cassidy had a couple, of his usual spots. He needs to do more. Marcus Dunn continued to be utilized as a weapon more than a wrestler.
I hated 3 of the 6 people in this. Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Trent are stars.
Why did you hate all 3 of them?
I don't like Chuck Taylor. He should not be in the ring. You fucking asshole. You
I'm sorry, you worded that bad.
I did word that bad. Luchasaurus, Trent, and Jungle Boy are stars. Chuck Taylor should be on commentary or not seen. In fact, put him in a mask. Orange Cassidy's an embarrassment to wrestling, and Marco Stunt's an embarrassment to wrestling, and I feel like filleting my own skin when I see them in the ring. That's all I'm going to say. Instead of getting angry. As opposed to what I just got right there.
Yeah.
Jericho?
Yep, Jericho had a segment in. He was going to, announce that Moxley has joined the Inner Circle. And, Mox goes in, and he's, talks about how he wouldn't be sold. He's not someone who would sell out. He can't be bought.
One line note that JR had before he continued. Jericho had a big weekend in the Tokyo Dome. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. And they reference the Tokyo Dome later. But yeah. John, joins in with the Inner Circle. He unzips his jacket. He's got an Inner Circle shirt on. And like a bunch of Inner Circle jerks, they started shaking their champagne bottles and spraying a little bit of the bubbly all over each other. And then after everyone starts to clear out and the celebratory stuff is over, John Moxley gets the keys to his fancy new car. He looks around, he looks at the table, he finds the bottle that's made of sugar glass.
Yeah.
You can tell because also the label was different from the rest of them. And he goes, oh, and one more thing. I was just joking. Why would I join you guys?
Your circle sucks. It's a terrible group.
Yeah. You've got nothing that I need except for this. And then he smashes that bottle up against his head, which, thankfully, unlike certain windows, this one was actually made of the right glass.
God damn it, Goldberg.
I was talking more
Shaded.
of the... Yeah, Shane McMahon.
Okay, yeah.
Ouch. Anyway.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, and then with John Moxley, taking out all of them except for Jack
Hager.
Swagger.
Yeah, it's because Hager had to get to a Trump rally, so...
Anyway, so John... show ends, John Moxley's up at the stairs, mocking them, essentially.
Moxley them.
Yes.
Yep, that's how
that
it
was
ends.
about it.
C-.
Yeah.
I can't be kinder than that because there was a lot more bullshit on this show than there needed to be.
Yeah, it was just below sea level. But yeah, there's an ocean of polls over here. A little with extra depths, A, B, C, D, F. Let us know what you think of the show. Leave a comment down below. Hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. This has been Real Honesty with John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Terminator. And you have a great night.
We'll be doing an NXT review here in a minute. 2 hours.